Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you all care, so share. And yes, please sound off in the comment section below. Oxtail boss, aka Erriyon Knighton, has been slapped with a 4-year ban. Now I coined him Oxtail boss in 2024 after he returned an adverse analytical finding: the presence of epitrabolone in his system. But track is, he had the audacity to blame it on oxtails. No, fun and joke aside though, track is, a tribunal was set up, and guess what, they gave him a no fault decision. And what made things interesting was that the USADA boss came out in defense of Erriyon Knighton. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right in the buttermilk here. And I wasn't the only one that thought something was quite suspicious, because World Athletics and WADA appealed the case. Now, this is what they said to CAS, or this is what happened in the CAS announcement that was done today when, yes, it was announced that Erriyon Knighton was slapped with that 4-year ban. Now, they say on the 8th of August 2024, WADA and World Athletics appealed to CAS against USADA and Erriyon Knighton to set aside the decision by the arbitration tribunal and request that a 4-year ban be imposed on the athletes. Both the appeals were registered with CAS as well as contamination cases and were consolidated into one procedure. A hearing was held on the 23rd and 24th of June 2025 at CAS headquarters in Lausanne, Switzerland, where Mr. Knighton explained the circumstances causing the adverse analytical finding. Despite noting no intention to cheat and considering the scientific evidence, the CAS panel determined that the presence of itrabolone could not be justified without violation and ruled that the standard 4-year sanction applies. Right, because there was just too much in his system, and there's no way he got that from eating only oxtails. Point blank, period. And as such, track is, they banned him for 4 years. But I suppose, track is, the biggest thing coming out of this particular case for me is the fact that now we're witnessing cases where USADA for sure is covering up for the drug cheats, because Erriyon Knighton blamed him having too much epitrabolone in his system on actual oxtails. Like, come on now, Jamaicans be eating oxtail all day, every day. It would mean that all our athletes will also be testing positive for this drug in their system, which they ain't, which means that something ain't right in the buttermilk. But again, USADA came out in defense of Erriyon Knighton, which is unlike a drug testing body. If you think about what happens in Jamaica when our testers, come after athletes, you don't hear any of them defending the athletes. They say, look here, athletes are drug cheats. That's exactly what they say. They're not trying to defend any athlete. So it was very, very interesting that USADA came out in defense of Erriyon Knighton. Before, it was just the little rumblings on the back end. And of course, we've heard quite a number of stories this season as well when it came to athletes that are potentially on drugs, and USADA is covering it up. That being said, Trackies, this is one of those cases where everybody had to take a step back and go, no, USADA, you're definitely in fault here, because there ain't no way you should be coming out in defense of any athlete when it comes to them returning an adverse analytical finding. And that is exactly what they did, which made bells go off in everybody's head. And of course, no, USADA is under even more scrutiny. And I guess now that is why so many people are now coming out and outing USADA, right? And what I also find interesting is that there is another American that was also banned, but this one, track is a retired athlete. So this one is very, very interesting. So the world record holder in the men's long jump, Mike Powell, has been suspended by the case management group of World Athletics over a safeguarding concern following a referral by the Athletics Integrity Unit, the AIU, aka again World Athletics, right? So remember, World Athletics as well as WADA appealed the decision by USADA when it came to Erriyon Knighton. And here we have them here again, the AIU saying, hold up, something ain't right here with Mike Powell. Not sure what, track is, because they didn't go into details as it relates to why there's a safeguarding concern. But I do believe that USA, the athletes, the system is under heavy scrutiny at this particular moment. So they say the suspension bars him from all World Athletics sanctioned events, including accreditation or credentials at World Athletics Series events, competition or events organized or sanctioned by the World Athletics, area associations, or member federations. He is also prohibited from attending any hospitality or private access venues connected to World Athletics Series events. This order issued by the CMG remains in force unless verified on application and is subject to appeal. So that is the current situation with Mike Powell from USA, the world record holder in the men's long jump. So a lot of things going on track is this morning when it comes to persons being barred from track and field, whether it be athletes that are currently competing or retired athletes. Everybody is feeling it this morning. No, there is another athlete as well, track is, that has also been banned from competing at the World Championships, and that is Dibbe Wolte from Ethiopia. She's out of the World Championships after she refused to take a test. Right, track is. So things are getting very, very interesting here. So she will not be competing at the 2025 World Athletics Championships after the Court of Arbitration of Sports (CAS) upheld a request for provisional measures from World Athletics. The middle distance star was charged with an anti-doping rule violation on the 21st of May 2025 by the Ethiopian National Anti-Doping Office, right, for allegedly refusing to provide a sample during an out of competition test. A hearing on the 12th of August 2025 saw the Ethiopian, which is Ethiopia NADO, hearing panel clear her of any wrongdoing, ruling that she had not committed an offense, apparently. But World Athletics was like, oh, hell no, we're about to appeal this because you can't, on one hand, say that she refused to give you a sample, and then on the other hand, clear her of any wrongdoing. Something ain't right in the buttermilk there. It seems as though I saw this post online and somebody said that AIU / World Athletics woke up with violence this morning. And I definitely think they woke up with violence this morning because there's like, okay, no, 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 no. Y'all are not going to play in our faces. So World Athletics, however, appealed that decision to CAS on the 9th of September 2025, asking for provisional measures to be enforced before the start of the championships in Tokyo on the 12th of September. CAS granted the request, declaring Welteji ineligible for the duration of the arbitration process. The proceedings are still ongoing, with both parties set to exchange further submissions before a hearing is scheduled. While the case is confidential, CAS will only provide more information once the matter has been fully examined. I wonder how many more athletes they're covering up for and who will get caught next. Anyway, trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.